media, man- aiming to build strong online presence for brand and businesses. Ma'am, you can introduce yourself and take charge of the class.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, so good to be here. I'm super excited and thank you, Sassy, for this opportunity. Yes. So, straight up to, do I get to like reiterate what you just said, or I should just go straight to the class?
You can just introduce yourself and tell us what we need to know about you. And probably you can also tell us if you have any events coming up and you want to invite us.
Oh, that would be amazing. All right, so I'm Beulah Samuel, and um a virtual assistant, digital marketer, product marketer, project manager. I co-founded a company called The Idea Consult, more like an agency for marketing, any form of marketing. So, and then I'm also into UGC, full-time content creator, as it is. So, since we have the word revolving straight into digital, so why not as well just be there? So, I think that's pretty much for my end. The only event I have coming up is sort of physical, not online. So, except if you're in Abuja. But it's good to be here. Thank you once again. So I think I could just go straight to today's class since we don't have much time. There's something about there's something about time when speakers are always speaking. They'll be like, time, I don't have time. So let's just go straight into today's business. And I'll be talking about product marketing. Yes, let me know if you could see my screen. I'm just going to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, I think it's coming up. All right, so before I go like straight before this, because it's still trying to come up, I would just want like a brief, brief, you know, summary, or you just give me a know of what SASS is all about. So I will know how to, channel my case study. So, hi, Ruth, if you could just tell me like a brief what SASS is all about.
Okay. Sassy is a tech startup that helps women, empower women on tech entrepreneurship. Particularly, they help women to ease and they work them step by step through empowerment and mentorship to become female tech founders.
Wow, that's pretty much a lot because I saw it like a tech startup, but I really am amazed to see that it's all about empowering women because especially in the digital world in Nigeria, I think women need, you know, a lot on the digital space, a lot of information, knowledge on that space. And I'm really glad we have a platform like this that is pushing it. And once again, thank you for having me. All right, so my screen is up. I'm just going to go straight to today's session. So we're talking about products marketing. And the truth is that most times people will want to mix up marketing and product marketing. It's something totally different, like totally different. Marketing is different from product marketing. So, and in some minutes now, you're going to know the difference. Yes. So let me take it like this. I'm just going to ask a question, and I want the class to be interactive. So if I say something, sometimes I would want you to unmute and say something back to me so we could flow together. So it's not like I'm just talking, I'm talking. Yeah. So I want to ask a straight up question. I think everybody's used to social media. If you're not on Facebook, you're on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, you're on TikTok. If you're not on TikTok, at least you see billboard on the road. So that's a form of marketing. So I want to ask you, when was the last time you bought a product because of an ad? And when I say ad, I'm sure you understand what I mean by ad. Ad is when you press that boost button on IG or on Facebook, when you boost something for other people to see. When was the last time you bought something because of an ad? So anybody can answer. I'm not leaving it to like a specific person. And please answer me, or I'm just going to keep quiet. When was the last time you bought something because of an ad?
Well, I bought a sweater last week.
Mm,
Yeah,
just last week.
yes.
So that's to say that ads really work. Marketing really works. Because I myself, I've gotten a couple of things. There are things that on a normal day, I won't even, use my money to buy. But I'm like all those, we're getting there. All those e-commerce store that you always see, one fine bag, and you stop to look at it. That's what I'm talking about. So sometimes you just buy things not because you really want them, but because you just saw it and it's looking good, and you're like, oh, this opportunity is going to pass. Let me just get it. So marketing actually works. So now we have this guy. He's the father of modern marketing. He said, marketing is telling the world you're a rock star. Why product marketing is getting the world to believe it. It's two different things. So marketing is telling the world, hi, I sell hair, for instance. I sell hair. Product marketing is getting the world to be able to buy again and again and again because they trust the fact that you sell hair. I'm going to take it slowly just in case you don't get that. So the difference is that marketing is saying, look at me. Marketing is like a loudspeaker. Marketing is saying, look at me. I'm here. I'm here. Product marketing is when people actually come and buy the hair and actually come again and buy the hair and come again and buy the hair. That is product marketing. So I hope that's clear. Marketing is the loudspeaker. So for instance, if say you're an artist and maybe you sing, not in the level of their Davido, you're just singing. People saw your ads online and be like, oh, I need to listen to this guy. He's good. I love his music. So that's marketing. But product marketing is when people will actually put down their phones. People will put down their phone and actually come and buy tickets to your concert. That's product marketing. Davido has gone to that level where if they mention Davido is coming to a city, you will actually pay whatever price. You will pay transport, you buy new clothes, you do everything possible. And that's because he's a brand, he's selling as a brand. And that's product marketing right there. So marketing itself, please don't mix the word. Marketing gets you to buy once. Product marketing gets you to buy again and again and even tell others about it. That is product marketing. So that's what this quote exactly means. For you to understand that there's difference between marketing and product marketing. So which leads us to the next slide. What is product marketing? So judging from what I just explained about product marketing, I made this definition really easy. This is my definition of product marketing. Product marketing is connecting you to the right product. It's connecting a person, right, to the right product. That product will connect the person to the right people with the right story. So the English is just simple. It's all about right product, right people, right story. Marketing is connect the right product to the right people with the right story. Let me break that down so that it's not too much right things you're just hearing. So right product means you can't buy markets. You can't buy markets. So for instance, I would not want to use this instance now, but everybody have heard about Temu, right? I'm sure you've been online, you've seen Temu a couple of times. Temu has has done a lot of things to people. Personally, Temu did me shaggy. Sorry to use that word. They didn't be like big strong thing because there was a time where they came out and say, "Oh, refer people, and we're going to give you free gifts." And I was calling my friends in because I really wanted. I think I was trying to get a solar panel. There was a solar panel that was like for free if I invite like 12 people. So I just kept saying, "Yo, guy, I just kept sending link. Download the app." And at the end of the day, I did not get it. And not because what that thing did to them was that it got more people to know about it, right? But it does not keep people. We're going to go into that fully. But right product is you having that particular product that solves a real problem. That's what it means to have a right product. So you can't just wake up tomorrow and say, "Oh, I'm going to create, I'm going to, sell wardrobe," for instance. That's the first thing I'm saying in my room. I'm going to sell wardrobe. You're going to ask the question, what problem does this product solve? If you're able to answer that question, then it becomes a right product. Yes, so product marketing starts with right product, right product. Next thing is right people, right people. Please know that not everyone is your customer. Not everyone is. That's why if you want to place an ad, you'll be asked to place a target audience. Who are the people that you want to buy this thing? Because, for instance, I'm working with a sports company, for instance, and I'm trying to sell maybe a tournament coming up. I'm not going to put it to people that are 60, let me say all these old people, that don't really even have time for football. Do you get? I'm going to target it to football lovers. I'm going to target it to sport lovers. I can't just put it to everybody. Most people don't even like football. I was shocked though, because I personally love football. But most people don't even like football. They don't even know why people are running with just something in the field. You understand? So that's why not every product is for everybody. Everybody, every product has its own customer, its own audience. So the best thing for you as someone who wants to market a product is for you to know your audience. So you need to know the best fit customer for this. Who are the people I need to market this to? That is what it means to have the right people. So, and then finally, the right story. The right story is very important. So the story positions the brand, in a way that feels personal. Everybody used to use this product like that shoe, the canvas thing you wear that has that good sign. that mark. So, and their slogan is just do it. Just do it. So that's the story they want to sell to people. So every time you want to buy Nike, it's not just because you want to look good, but once you see that good, you can do it. It just look like, oh, this thing is trying to tell me that if I buy it now and I'm an athlete, I'll be able to win the race. Possibly just do it. So it's selling a story. It's selling an emotion. For instance, when Coca-Cola came out and you just hear, I'm sure you've seen ads of Coca-Cola when if someone opens it and the person drinks, the person will just say, ah, you see that feeling, that you just hear. They are selling an emotion to you, directly or indirectly. They are selling an emotion to you. That means anytime you drink Coca-Cola like this, you just be thinking, that's what it sells. That's what it sells rather to people. So, as a Coca-Cola person, even though you don't even take soft drink, you want to go and buy that product so that you'll be able to say that too. So they just sold an emotion to you. They just sold an emotion to you, and it's more like a happiness emotion. So anytime you drink Coke, you are happy. And that's not true. That's just a lot of sugar that, is just going to cause you to get fat. But they're selling it to you in a way that, oh, if you drink this thing, there's no other feeling in the world like that. There's no other. So get your story together if you want to market a product. What's the emotion you're trying to create? What is that emotion? And it works for every sector the same way. It works for the finance sector, it works for agriculture, it works for anything at all in whatsoever sector. Try to sell an emotion, because the story is like the bridge between the product and the people, right? If the product is the body, for instance, this is me, this is me, this is me, this is my body. If the product is the body, right? The people are the heart, and then the story is the soul. The story is literally what makes the product live. The story is what makes the product survive. It's what makes the product live. So exist. I think that's the word. The story is what makes the product exist. So if there's no story, that's why a lot of products, they are so good, super good, but they can't go beyond your neighborhood. They can't go beyond your community. We call it angwa in the north. They can't go beyond your angwa because it's a good product, but there's no feeling to it. People buy feeling. People buy emotion. There are sometimes I will go to the market and the way there's this woman where I used to sell, and she will come and say, come and buy this hair so that you marry good husband. The way she markets it, make it the way that is the hair that will give you good husband. So most times when me and my friends will pass, like, guy, how far? So I've even seen instances where people buy because of what she said. So she sells everything. Lady, she sells earrings, she sells hair, she sells ribbon. So she like buy this product so you get good husband. That's literally the story. That's literally the emotion. So every time we pass, we're gonna buy because we want good husbands. So in case you are here and you have a product that is not really selling, try to add an emotion to it and see if it's not sell. Add a story to it. So back to the summary. Product marketing is all about right product, right people, and right story. That's just the summary. So don't say you want to know about how to market a product, then you can carry 160 textbook. This is just the summary. Product marketing is right product, right people, right story. And with this, you can market anything. You can market anything. So next slide, branding versus marketing. Branding versus marketing. I love this particular place because it's relatable to our world. It's very relatable. So branding is not the same as marketing, but branding will make your product scale faster than you can ever think. That's why brand strategies are like the hot cake in the markets now. And I will even advise, if you're trying to get on this digital space, you can go into branding, like it's like a job. It's literally a full-time job, brand strategy, because everything you see on social media without a brand strategist, it won't work, it won't scale. Meta needs a brand strategist. The IG, Instagram you are using, Facebook, everything needs a brand strategist. People doing business, both on large scale, small scale, they need branding. I was part of people organizing a conference here in Abuja, and we literally had to employ a brand strategist. Why? Because we need the event to go smoothly. So brand strategy will tell you the messaging, the positioning, everything that. So I mean, I think I made my point. Brand strategy is really a thing. So what is branding? Branding is who you are. Branding is your identity, right? Marketing is how you spread the word of who you are. Let me take that slowly. Marketing is how you spread the word. So this is me. I'm a brand. For instance, I have a brand named TIC, the Idea Consult, is a marketing agency. That's a brand. Then marketing is how do I tell people I have a brand so they can patronize me? That's simple. Just that simple. So branding is marketing is how you talk about yourself. Hmm? Marketing is how you talk about yourself. Why branding is how other people talk about you. Now, here's the good part. How they talk about you when you are not in the room. Branding is how other people talk about you when you are not in the room with them. So that should tell you, if you don't have a good brand, if you're not in the room, they will say nonsense about you. You will not believe it. You will not. Have you ever gone to a restaurant and you were testing the food, and literally you and your friend just knock eye and you're like, this thing is trash? That feeling happens all the time. So the managers, they are not there with us on the table, but we are literally telling ourselves how bad their food is, how bad their service is, how bad their customer retention is. That's all about branding. So if you have a good brand, people will say good things about you. If you have a bad brand, people will say bad things about you. I have Temo logo and Apple logo on my slide because to buttress this point. So right about now, there's this fight. Let me say literally fight because it's a quarrel. I've had a serious fight with someone because of Apple and Samsung. I'm an Apple person. I'm an Apple girl anytime, any day. But I have friends around me that are very stubborn and they don't want to move. I hope they're not here listening to me. And they don't want to move. They just want to stick with the old. All right, because I consider Apple as like, the WhatsApp thing. And I consider Samsung. If a Samsung user here, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I don't really like Samsung. I can't lie. So my point is that Apple don't just sell gadgets. That's why for every update that comes up, there's an iPhone 17 now. They're already making plans for it. The framework is already there, everything. People are literally on the wait list for iPhone 17. Guy, iPhone 16 just came out, by the way. But people are already on the wait list for 17. That's because they're not just selling gadgets, right? They are selling class. The first thing when you see someone using an iPhone is like, ooh, they're selling class because you iPhone. I don't want to say it because it's going to like me trying to like bite myself after prison. So I don't want to say it because Apple also have a downside, but I'm not going to say it. But the brand, what it stands for is innovation. Apple Gadget stands for innovation. It stands for simplicity. It stands for, oh, I'm part of I'm part of the people that, want to move the world forward. That's the way I'm gonna define it. So, and my other case study, which is Temu, I'm personally angry with Temu because they gave me 1-0 last time. After I've invited the whole world, they said there was something I was supposed to do before the time elapsed, and eventually the time elapsed. I didn't even know if it works because I didn't get to like, but I've done my part. It's just a lot of story that it's painful. So Temu was all about aggressive marketing. I'm sure if you go online on Facebook, you see Temu. If you go on IG, you see Temu. If you go on TikTok, you see Temu. If you go on YouTube, as at then, you see Temu. Do you know that Temu spent 1.3 billion dollar as at 2023 just for ads, just for marketing? By the way, marketing is to take a lot of money. So say you have a company now and you're trying to put out expenses. If your expenses is $1,000, marketing expenses will be about $700. That's how crazy it is. So you see a lot of vendors online spending on ads, on ads, on ads. It's literally taking the money from them than even themselves. So marketing needs a lot of money. So imagine Temu as at 2023 spending 1 point something billion dollars. Do you know what 1 point something billion dollar is? Just for ads. That's why you will see it. If you're in Lagos, you'll see it. If you're in Canada, you'll see it. If you're in Abuja, you see it. If you're anywhere in the world, you see it because they spent a lot of money in it. Right? So here's the fact. Marketing gives you attention, but branding gives you retention. Marketing gives you attention. Branding gives you retention. I'm sure a lot of people know what retention is. Retention is how you're able to keep people. Apple has retention. Temu has attention. Currently, Temu does not have attention again because people don't even care. People are like scrolling. They don't even. That's why if you notice, you're going to see an ads where the person is saying, "Are you the manager of Temu?" Then the girl poured water on the guy and said, "You lied to us." That's because they're trying to buy loyalty back. They're literally trying so hard because they had the attention, but the product was not good enough. Because I mean, how did Alibaba scale? Still on e-commerce, but people will trust Alibaba now to Temu. Because what some people were ordering on Temu was not what they were getting. Literally, someone ordered a ironing board and got like a toy. That was so funny. God, got like a toy. So people lost trust. Like, and the truth is that, let me just tell you, it's very simple, but this is the truth. To sell to anybody, the one and only thing you need is trust. To sell to anybody, the one and only thing you need is trust. So my case study, Temu and Apple. Temu did not have that retention plan because they only got the attention, but the product was not good enough to keep people, or the branding was not good enough to keep people. So that's to tell you that both of them had marketing, but only one had product marketing. I think now you get it. Only one had product marketing, which is Apple. That's why you can always come back and buy Apple products. But eventually, God is going to help Temu and they're going to, get back up. Whoever their manager is, God is going to give him strength and is going to get back up. So next slide, we have the 4 P's framework. The 4 P's framework, the framework of product marketing. Framework literally means how it works. Just forget the English. Framework means how it works. So how does product marketing work? We have 4 P's. P, 4 P's. I love rhymes. I'm like, I have to give a rhyme. So I love rhymes. So 4 P's. We have, I think you noticed what I did there with the story thing, yeah? Same thing I'm doing here with the PPP thing. So we have the products, we have the price, we have the place, and we have the promotion. The product, like I said, if it doesn't solve a problem, it is just there. People don't buy products, they buy solution. Did you get that? People don't buy products, they buy solution. So if your product is not solving like a real problem, I don't consider it like a product. Some people I just remember I remember an ad. Was it an ad? A content I saw. There's these glasses that you could wear as straw. You put it in your mouth, and when you're sipping something, say I have a drink, I put it in the drink. I put the straw in the drink, and the straw formed like a glasses. So then people just drink from the drink, and you see the drink literally rotating around the glasses and coming to your mouth. And there's someone like, why do we even have this? So the thing is that if the product does not solve a real problem, it's just gonna be there. It's just gonna be there. Because people don't buy products, they buy solution. Next, the place. Next is the place. So the place is where people actually find you. That's why if you're selling something, there's some products that don't even need you renting a physical space. There are so many. Now I'm going to shake table small. There are so many stores, especially in Lagos and Abuja, that people pay for. And with the kind of products they are selling, I'm asking myself, why are you wasting money? Because you don't even need a store for this product. And you see some of them paying like 60 million just for, yes, it's in Abuja here, 60 million just for a shop, a coat. And the product, it's not even giving back that money. The ROI is nothing to write home about. So the place matters. The place where people actually find you matters. Some of you have no business being offline. Some of you have no business. No, I think everybody should be online because I mean that's where the world is. So I can't say you don't have a business being online. I know people that sell through WhatsApp group and they make more money than people that have physical stores. I'm not kidding. People, I'm currently on a group on WhatsApp and the lady sells thrifts. She sells clothes and she makes mad money. So there are this kind of group that she's going to post 60 items daily. And before the end of the day, because each time someone buys the product, you have to delete it from the group. At the end of the day, you see all 60 items gone, deleted. That person makes more money better than someone who is shouting open bill somewhere in, I don't know, any market. In the comfort of a house. That's why if you're let me don't say Gen Z, but if you're someone who will want to scale up, right? I believe you should be online. You should have an Instagram account, very, very necessarily. You should have Facebook is almost going outdated, but there are still marketplaces that work on Facebook. So you could be on Facebook, you have to be on TikTok. A lot of people sell on TikTok. I'm not even kidding. I've gone to TikTok, and when I open it, the first thing I'm seeing I see someone ringing bell on my head. Go. This quote is 1.5. This I'm like, people brought this into, the online market. That's literally what they do when you're passing the road and you see someone ringing the bell. Literally what happens. So you should be on TikTok, you should be on IG, you should be on Facebook, you should be on LinkedIn. If you're a professional, say you have any digital skill whatsoever, I don't see why you are not on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, this is not a LinkedIn class, and I'm not trying to sell LinkedIn, but LinkedIn will get you a job faster than you holding your CV and going to companies to go and apply. LinkedIn is where professionals, not just professionals, everybody should be, as long as you're looking for opportunity. I've seen people chat me directly from UK or my LinkedIn, and I don't even know. I still have deals with them currently. I still have deals with them. Random messages, random opportunities. So I don't see a reason why you should not be active on LinkedIn. I don't see this is not a LinkedIn class, but there's product, there's place, then we go to price. What is price? Price is it's not just the money. It's you balancing the value with affordability. It's not just okay, this thing, because that's what realtors do, real estate agents. I have personal problem with real estate people everywhere in the world, because you see someone building a house that is not even worth the money, and they are going to tell you this 2 bedroom is 400 million. And you'll be wondering why. So price is not just putting an amount to it. Price is actually balancing the value and the affordability. If they can afford it and it has value, I promise you, people are going to rush it. So price is all about balancing the value and the affordability. People should be able to afford, yes, sir. People should be able to afford your product. You can't be selling sorry, I'm all about clothes today. You can't be selling things that even your friends cannot afford, because sometimes even the test of marketing starts with the people around you. If something is going to scale, you should test it with those guys that live with you, your family members. Mommy, are you going to buy this thing for 200 naira? She said, why? Chukwu Emeka mother, is she not selling it for, you just know that this your product might not go far because your mother is not going to buy it. If your mother buys your product, I promise you, your product, because mothers are the people I know that price a lot. They price anything, literally anything. Let me don't go there, but you know what I mean. So pricing should not just be an amount. It should be you balancing the value with how much people can afford. Right. So that's why I still believe that those people, I literally saw a property yesterday, and I'm not kidding you, in Lagos, somewhere in Banana Island. The product, the house was $5 million. I said, not in naira, $1 million. Do you know how many billions that's gonna be? $5 million house. I'm like, okay, good. So that product in particular is for the 1% of the 1%. It's for people like Tony, and if Tony and Emily does not come and buy this house, nobody's going to buy it. There are people that are rich in this country, but trust me, people have needs, people have wants, people have projects. They'll rather open a refinery than come and buy five. That's by the way. Lastly, we are on promotion. That's still talking about the 4 Ps. Oh my God, I said something about time, and now we don't have time again. Yes, we don't have time. So promotion. Finally, how people are going to hear about you is what I mean by promotion. It comes from the ads, it comes from the social media, it comes from word of mouth. Word of mouth works, yes. It's not everything should be online. I agree with that. Not everything. Word of mouth, you could literally be going on the streets. I've seen people sell to me just walking on the road. Hi, I sell this. Do you think you're gonna I could give my number, you call me? Word of mouth works. Ads work, social media works, content, putting out content works a million times. Not because I'm a content creator, because it works. I've seen an account I manage currently, how he went from 600 to almost 15,000. I think as at this morning, it's more than even 15,000 in just 5 months from consistent content. There's something about content that promotes you and he sells something. So people will want to like, oh, how can I he teaches finance, by the way. Let me make it like really, let me niche it down. He teaches finance and people will pay for one-on-one. People will pay up to 250K to just hear him speak. And it's not that he's smart. I write the scripts. I just hope, okay, my clients, I don't give them my, because if it's here, it's going to look like, why are you spoiling my market? So I write the scripts. I give him what to say, and he comes online and says, and he sells. Some of the things that you're buying are from ChatGPT, straight up from like click, download, copy and paste ChatGPT. And you have the ChatGPT, by the way, and you're not making, and people are cashing out big time from it. So this is next slide, positioning statement. Positioning statement. Positioning statement is how you position your product. It's all about branding as well. So there's a template for positioning statements. Just in case you're not able to get the slide, I think you should screenshot this. But if you're not able to screenshot it, maybe I'm going to share the slide. If I'm not able to share the slide, then I think you should go and browse positioning statements templates. Either three will work for you. Positioning templates. It has target customer, problem, product, category, benefits, competitor, and finally, unique advantage. I might not be able to go through all of it because of the time, but this is literally a template that you could use to like it could be used on your social media. You could use it on your social media, you could use it on your website, you could use it as long as it's you're marketing something. You could even use a template for your social media bio. As long as it's marketing something, right? You can use the template. And it's a template because you just put your name. Do you get? For instance, the example I gave with OPay, I think everybody here knows OPay, a fintech app. Everybody here should know OPay. For instance, if I'm using the template, it's saying for target customer, that's for in brackets, target customer. It's going to be what's your target customer? For OPay, it's Nigeria. So for Nigeria, Nigerians, then it's go ahead to say for target customer, comma, who, comma, brackets, I'm calling comma brackets the other way. So for target customer in brackets, who in brackets problem. So following this example I gave right now with OPay, it's saying for Nigerians who we want, now the problem is fast, reliable payments. That's the problem OPay is solving. Fast, reliable payments. So for target audience, Nigerians, who we want fast, reliable payments, OPay is a mobile money app. That's where the product comes in. What is the product? OPay is a mobile money app. The category, money. That's what's the benefit? That makes transfer and withdrawal easy. Then you put competition unlike other banks. I'm telling you, this pitch will sell. If you want to even pitch to investors, this is the best template to use. If you're going to pitch to investors, if you're going to use this to sell anything, try this template. Unlike other banks, OPay is everywhere through street agents. So what is your unique advantage? Why should they choose you and not them? That is what unique advantage means. Why should they choose you and not other people? So you could go through this and just see how you could use it for your own brand. Next slide. What is the goal of every marketing? Because of time, I would have wanted this to be like a discussion where I ask the question, but we don't have time. What is the goal of every marketing? What is the goal of every marketing? The goal of every marketing is not sell. The goal of every marketing is not for sale. It's not for people to, it's part of the process. But the goal, like the end goal of every marketing is not sale. If I'd left this part open to people and someone asked her, I was literally going to give the person money. I'll just say, send me your account number and I'll transfer. Because this is very important. This is very, very, very important in marketing. The goal of every marketing is not sale. I'm sure you've heard conversion. Like say you want to put an ads, you put an ads up and you want people to buy. That's conversion. That's not the goal. Now, this is the goal. The goal of every marketing is retention. The goal of every marketing is retention. How can you have people come back again and buy? That is the strategy. I work with a client that he has a sports agent. He just deals with sports. And he was stating a problem. He says, for everybody that has come and trained with us, they don't come back. That's a retention problem right there. For everybody. So how can you curate something or put effort in moving people from just giving you attention to actually making them your guys? I came up with a strategy, which I might not sell out here for free, but there's a strategy around it. There's a strategy for research, there's a strategy for everything. There's a strategy for it. I feel like I should just say it, but I'm not going to say it. Should I say it? I'm not going to say it. So there's a strategy for retention that will make people come back again and again and even bring their friends. So from the funnel you're seeing on your screen, people can just think, okay, let me start from the top. We have awareness, how people hear about you. We have consideration. Then people begin to say, do I really need this stock? Should I buy it? Say they see an ad. The first question you're going to ask yourself, should I really buy it? Or is Chioma or not cheaper? I don't think Chioma own is cheaper. I think this one is 2.5. Chioma own is 3,000. But what about this other person? The Skyode has same. You'll just be comparing. Then finally they make a decision to buy. Then they finally buy, which is conversion. But don't stay there. If people buy from you and that is it, then I'm going to tell you why. You are lost. If people buy from you and that's it, you are lost. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you are still losing when you would have to market to more people. It costs 5 times more for you to market to new people. 5 times more. So imagine your ad spend, you're spending 50,000 monthly. And you're able to get 20 people to buy from you. If you retain that 20 people and they are able to buy next month, you have saved costs because you won't put so much into marketing. You won't use that 50,000 again to market to new people to buy. So that's why retention is very important. Retention is getting people to come back again and again. So to tell you from even um facts, from facts, they said it costs 5 to 7 times more to acquire a new customer than an old one. It costs 5 to 7 times, and this is like a Harvard Business Review. So just in case you think, oh, she's just saying it, it's something that it's actually a fact on the market. Harvard, they put it out 5 to 7 times more to acquire a new customer than to keep an old one. So try to keep your customers. If you're not someone that is nice to your customer, or if you know someone that is not nice, maybe your friend, because I believe everyone here is like really nice. So if you know someone, advise the person. I literally went out to eat yesterday, and the person that was serving me was literally very rude. I don't feel like I'm gonna go there. Even though our food was nice though. Our food was nice. So I might go there for the nice food, but she might as well just I might not go there. I mean, and she lost him as a customer. So it's gonna take her more time to like, hey, come and buy. Do you understand? Come and buy from me, or make some kind of ads, or maybe they put an ads out for people to come and eat again. And that's them spending more money than for them to have me come back again. So that's why retention is key. Retention is key. So there's attention and there's retention. Marketing wins attention, but product quality also comes with service, quality service, because some people are not selling products, they are selling service. So quality service, quality products wins retention. Apple doesn't just have customers, they have fans, because people can see that, oh, if I'm buying this phone for 1 million, I'm seeing the worth of the phone. So they will always come back and buy. I'm always almost out of time, but we're wrapping up like right about now. I think we're almost done. We're wrapping up. So next slide. Why is product marketing critical? So this is on fact. 80% of Nigerian startups fail in 3 years because of poor marketing. 80%. That's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of persons. I've seen products, like I said, that are really good, but there's no good marketing. So nobody knows them. So they don't make sale. So from these statistics, 80% of Nigerian startups fail because of poor marketing. That's like a lot. In 2022, MTN spent about 50 billion plus in naira, not dollar, 50 billion plus on marketing. And it's not because their product is bad, but it's because they are trying to drive retention. So there's something called subliminal message. When you keep seeing something, you keep seeing something, you keep seeing something, eventually you want to go, like your mind will just want to go into it because you're seeing it so often. So product marketing should not stop when you make sale. It should not stop. Like I said, MTN are still, you might still go, I don't watch TV right now, but I still believe that if you go on TV, you're going to see jingles of MTN everywhere you go, MTN, everywhere you go. That's because they're trying to drive adoption. They're trying to drive, even with fintech like PalmPay, OPay, Money Point. Now you hear Money Point everywhere. Money Point. Why? It's still product marketing. You literally go on the street and you see Money Point POS everywhere, literally. That's to tell you why product marketing is critical. So, to a very important part of this session, practical steps, because if I'm going to blab all the way, there's no like practical step on how you could, make your next product go viral or be able to build on your product, then I think I failed. So we're going to go into practical step, even though I still have one more. Let's see. Practical steps for product marketing. First thing, know your customer. It's very important. Know your customer. That's why I said right people. Secondly, position your products. Sell a story. Position your product in a way that people would want to be a part of it. Thirdly, build a launching plan. Build a launch plan. Don't just say, oh, create anticipation with your launch. If you want something that maybe you want to launch um, new hair products or you want to launch something new, create anticipation. Do content that will make people want to see when you finally put that thing out. So build a launch plan. Next, drive attention. Use ads, use influencers, use social proof. Just push it out like with a it's involve money, but you're going to put it out regardless. Push it out. Then finally, build a retention loop. Do something that will make them stay with you. Quality service. Through quality service, community works like magic. I can't even under stress the importance of community. Community is one way for you to be able to bring customers back. I tell you, people sell on WhatsApp group, and I kid you not, they make a lot of money, and that's through community. So community is one way to retain people. Yes. So retention is the real profit in life. Like, is the real profit. Is the real profit. So if you don't have a way to keep people, your marketing has failed. Let's take it that way. Your marketing has failed. Then we have social media in product marketing. I feel like this is going to take a lot of time, but I could just go through it briefly before my time elapses.
Okay, ma'am.
Social
Sorry.
media.
You have 2 minutes, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So I'm just going to tell you straight up, go to social media because I wanted to explain how the content works, but we don't have time for it. So social media, you of course know social media through the IG, the TikTok, whatever means it means for you to push out things. Social media, it is. I don't have the time to explain it. Then we've come to the end of this class. So the take home is marketing brings attention, but branding plus product brings retention. And without retention, there's no product marketing, right? So if you had like $1,000, how much do you think will go into attention? When I say attention, into marketing. And how much do you think will go into retention? We don't have time for that, but it will be 60-40. Because 60 we take a lot of people see me, see me, see me. Then the 40% will like keep them. That's where you keep the loyalty perks, the giveaways, the customer onboarding, the packaging after sale. And that is how it works. So thank you all for listening to me. And I hope that you put most of these things I've said to application. The goal of every information is application. Thank you once again for having me. And I'm going to call it a I'm going to call it an end. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, ma. Ma, we hope to get the slide from you, right? Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Okay, thank you, everyone. We are going to send the recording of today's class to the group so you can all have access to it. Thank you.
Sorry, Ruth, you are not, we can't hear you well. It's breaking.
Be sent to the group so I can. Okay. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can now.
Okay, I'm saying that all the questions should be sent to the group. So we'll send it to our trainers directly. And for today's class, the recording will be made available for all to download. Thank you.
Thank you.